here today because I need to talk about this book. Last night. It took me like 3 days. It's a 700 plus page book, mind you. And I have thoughts. I loved this. I loved this. This is the best vampire book I have read in ever. I have feelings. I have thoughts. First, I will reintroduce this book if you haven't seen the other videos. This is a vampire book, obviously, about a man named Gabriel de Leon, who is a silver saint. He is currently captured by vampires, and he is giving an account of his life as a silver saint. He is discussing the war between the vampires and humans, because that's the universe that we live in this book. Holy crap! This is the best vampire book I have ever read. And I say that with conviction. Have ever read. And you're talking to someone who has read Dracula. I have read Anne Rice. I have read Darren Shan. I have read Twilight. Duh. Yeah. And I have seen countless movies, Van Helsing. Oh gosh, I'll just trust me. I'm able to have an opinion on vampires, and this book was amazing. Like I don't think I can say anything bad about this dang book. It's R-rated for sure. It is definitely an R-rated book. We're talking real vampires. We're not talking sparkly vampires. So there is gore, there is sex, there is battle scenes, there's, blood, there's children, babies, anything you can think of. It's probably in this book. Surprisingly, there isn't any sexual assault in this book. So no trigger warning for that. Yay! We can tell a story without that being in it. Love that for adult fiction. Anyways, I cried. Like, I actually cried at the finale of the story. I fell in love with every single freaking character. Bonus point, there's a sapphic romance in this. There is a male-male romance in this. There is, oh my gosh. It's a quest, like structure. There's a friend group. There's a ridiculous plot twist. There's like a hunter-hunted feeling the entire time you're reading this book. You don't get tired of it. There's two perspectives. There's one, like I said, Gabriel de Leon is telling the story. So you get his perspective as he is in like a jail talking to a vampire, and then you get the other perspective of him actually doing it. It has a lot of like The Witcher vibes. If you've read The Last Wish, if you've seen the series on Netflix, it does have a lot of those vibes, which is really interesting. The newest movie that just came out for The Witcher about one of the other Witcher's background actually reminds me a lot of the training sequences in here. There are training sequences in here, by the way. I just can't say enough about this book, and I need everybody to read it. So the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous in here. Let me show you one. Yeah, they're freaking beautiful. I was like doing that thing where you like skip forward to look at the illustration. No spoilers. You can actually do that without being spoiled for too much. I felt everything in this book. Gabriel de Leon is a god among gods. He's amazing. Like, I know like the morally gray main character is kind of fading out. Like, it's kind of like an overdone trend, but like he isn't even morally gray. He's literally like, I think the line is, I'd rather be a bastard than a fool. And I'm like, yes, it actually makes sense. I annotated it in this book because it was actually, not only is it like this great adventure quest vampire book, but it gets deep really freaking fast. It gets deep. Here you go. Like literally, I just opened it up and I wondered then, could goodness come of sin? And if so, how could it be sin at all? Like what? And it's, it's amazing. And I just had to say something. Like I can't not say anything about this. So let's talk about it. If you've read it, put it down below. If you haven't read it, go pick it up and go read it because it's amazing. This is also only book 1. So you get like half of the story in this one. It's so much more complex than just this book. You get part of the story. You get half the story. That being said, like it ends so perfectly. Like you could probably just read this book and be content. I am not, however, and I need Kristoff to quickly make the next book so that I can read that as well. Honestly, it is a 700+ page book. And normally, like, when you're reading a book that long, you think, oh, well, we probably didn't need to make it that long. But I wanted it to be that long, if that makes sense, because I'm, like, reading this book and I'm so immersed in it, and the world is so insane. I don't even mind. I don't even mind, like, the little extra tidbits that may seem unnecessary to some people because I was so in love with it. This is definitely one of those worlds that I would die in. You know, like is it, what, that one reel / TikTok where it's like, what world would you live in if you could live in a fictional world? And everyone's like, none of them? No, thank you. I would die. Straight off, I would die. There's kick-ass female characters in this. There's the tatted, tall, dark, and damaged man. Definitely not necessarily morally gray, which I appreciate. There's nothing there's nothing in this book you don't want. I'm trying to sell you this book. I'm trying to sell you this book. Robin Hobb, there you go. Robin Hobb blurbed it. Literally. Sign me up. Alright, I just wanted to make a quick video. I needed to talk about this. I cried. It was beautiful. It was magnificent. I wish I could write like this. I need more of it. I need more of this. Please read this book. I need someone to talk about it with me. I need someone to talk about it with me. Yeah, that's it. Simple, easy. This book. Loved it. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, please, if you have read this book, for the love of God, comment below so that I can harass you. Later this week, I think I'm gonna do like a cozy autumnal vlog. I've actually been watching a couple of those and decided why not attempt to do one myself. I think I'm gonna be reading Portrait of a Scotsman by Evie Dunmore, which is a historical romance. I'm currently reading Once There Were Wolves, about like halfway through that. It's very weird. Can't wait to talk to you guys about that one in our October wrap-up, our November wrap-up. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a wonderful fall, and I will talk to you all later. Are you gonna say goodbye? Bye.